Alright guys, today I'm going to show you how to fix a base fan leg on the classic inflatables with the middle legs and base. I'm going to be showing you how I fixed it on my 12-foot snowman with the Happy Holidays sign. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. I literally made this in my basement with scraps I had laying around. This is not the first leg I made. The first one did not really hold up as well, so I replaced it with this design. This is actually a part of the old leg. I scrapped it and used it for this, and it works pretty well. So the parts you're gonna need, I'm using a metal pole, some plastic PVC pole. You're gonna need a pretty big stake because it's strong, since the base is so far off the ground. On these older ones, as you can see, it's all the way up there. And then this random piece, which all you really need is a piece that connects to here and just goes down. That's all you really need. And right here, there was, when the leg broke off, it completely just took a huge chunk out, so I had to add this metal bracket here, and I bolted it into the plastic on either side, and this big hole in the middle allows for the one part to slide in between the two metal pieces, and then I can bolt that piece. And that is the first step. You stick it in there and you take the screw out and you bolt it in. So I'll get back to you when I have that done. Alright, so I have this screwed in. I just took the screw out and stuck it through there all the way through and bolted it on right there. Like I said, this doesn't have to be anything fancy. You won't be able to see this. This doesn't look good at all, but it's just what's gonna kind of hold it up, or hold it from the pipe falling out from underneath of it. The second step would be to take your metal pole and just find a spot in the ground and stake it in the ground. You might need a hammer for this. I will get back to you when I have this in the ground, and then I'll show you the next step. So I have this piece in the ground. The next step involves this black piece here. This is the only piece you're really going to have to measure. You're just going to have to measure how tall the base is off the ground. And these sit pretty high off the ground because of the older ones. And you just measure that, cut it to the right length, and then pretty much what this is going to do is it's going to, this metal bracket right here is just going to go up inside of it like that. And it's going to also sit on this pole at the same time, so it keeps it nice and stable in there. So I'll get back to you when I do that. Sorry there's a lot of clips of this. It's just hard to do this and film at the same time. So I just kind of have to do the steps off camera and then show you when they're done. Alright, so I finished that step, and now you can see this is into the top of the plastic tube, and it is over the metal tube. And it won't come towards me, or it won't fall back, so it'll keep it standing. And as you can see, it's like slanted right now, but it doesn't need to be perfect because I'm getting ready to take this inflatable down anyways. I just thought I'd make this video real quick. But anyways, the next step involves the string. As you can see, the actual leg still has this string that attaches from one leg to the other leg to keep the legs from folding out. So what I did is I just took a random string I had downstairs, and you're just gonna want to attach it to the opposite leg, and wrap it around the bottom. And then the last step would be, there's usually a clip that attaches to the base of the leg, like right here. Well, this doesn't have that, so what I do is I attach a string to it, and then I use this big stake and I stake it down with that, and this works very well. I've had this up in some high winds, and believe it or not, it's one of my most stable inflatables. Like I said, it might take a few tries because it's kind of hard to get it perfect because it's slanted right now, but you just got to get, it's all in that metal pole in the bottom, you just got to get that straight. But I'll go ahead and inflate it and then show you guys the final product. Alrighty, so here it is inflated, and you can't really notice you can't really notice that there's a homemade leg on it. The only really thing you can notice is this string right here, and it doesn't really bother me much. This is what you'll need the stake for. You just tie the string to this metal part right here, and then wrap it around the stake and stake it in the ground. And it does need to be a pretty big stake because this has it pulls up on it pretty hard. So here's the fan, there's the pole, and there are the other legs. And it works pretty well. I'll shake it. It works very well, and it holds up in the wind. So if you ever have a metal leg that breaks, this is a nice, quick, easy fix. It didn't cost me anything. I just made it out of stuff I found in my basement. And this works to replace those big metal base legs. The newer inflatables have the plastic legs, and those are they're easy to come by. If you wanted to, you could probably 3D print them, or if you don't have a 3D printer, because a lot of people don't, you can just sacrifice one inflatable and you could have a whole bunch of spare legs to use, because I have a few inflatables that I don't use anymore, and I just use the legs off those to replace the plastic legs. And plastic legs are a lot easier to replace. I could make a video on those if you wanted me to too. But anyways, that's it. This inflatable is all fixed and it works great. And let me know if you have any questions, and thanks for watching.